And to take us through the latest response from Japan, we're joined by UBS's senior strategist, Siegenthaler. Hi, thanks for joining us today. So they've elaborated what they're going to spend this 5 trillion yen fund on ETFs, REITs, as well as corporate and government debt. The question is, the $60 billion question, will it combat deflation and will it spur declines in the yen, possibly? Will it stop the yen advancing?
I'm quite skeptical about that. I think it's a relatively modest response in the big scheme of things, and particularly compared to the Fed. So I think it continues, and the main point really is the markets keep anticipating what the Bank of Japan is doing. So they are always a little bit behind the curve, and I think that's the case today again as well. So chances are dollar yen will just continue to grind lower, and then the question really is, when do they come in back with their FX interventions?
At what level would you expect the BOJ or the Ministry of Finance to come back in once again?
Well, I think they can come in any time.
Yeah.
But the question is, how would the market take that? It seems at the moment that whenever you get a little spike up in dollar yen, people use it as an opportunity to jump on it and to sell more dollars. And if that's the case, then it's very difficult for them to really have an impact, or the amounts they would have to come in are very, very large in order to have an impact. And also, it would have to be disorderly for them, a disorderly move for them to really justify a large-scale intervention, because the G20 said there's no currency misalignments, major currency misalignments, and only disorderly moves qualify for justification for intervention.
Will there be more disorderly moves now the Fed has implemented more QE beats?
Well, yeah. I mean, other countries could start to use these dollar moves as a justification. Definitely, there's a lot of frustration around the world right now by countries. Like yesterday's Brazil finance minister saying, the U.S. should change because obviously it has a negative impact on his country, as many countries feel the same way. So the G20 meeting will be very difficult in Korea.
ECB yesterday, interesting, wasn't it? While everyone is pumping more money into their economy, they're sticking to their stance, aren't they? We're going to exit our measures, and next month they could maybe announce something. What do you reckon?
Well, yes, they clearly are the only G4, only major central bank still talking about exit strategies, and the euro reacts accordingly. And so as long as the market focuses on QE and all of these things, then the ECB stands out, the euro stands out, and we could quite easily go higher in euro dollar still. And yesterday, the Trichet didn't give the impression that he cares very much about that. So most countries will be happy they still have one currency at least they can depreciate against, and that's the euro.
Thanks very much indeed. UBS's Siegenthaler there.